and let's get started. All right. Nice deep breath in. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever it is where you are. My name is Nikeema Lee, and you're listening to Get Intimate. I am the host. You're listening to it on Be Heard Radio, 76fm.com. And right now, we're doing something really special this week. We're letting you know about this amazing event that's happening in Atlanta, Georgia. It's called The Art of Sacred Sexuality. It is by far, I think, one of the greatest little nuggets of intimacy that one can put together. The founders, Mr. and Mrs. Craig, because guys, I cannot say his first name to save my soul. So I'm just going to call them Mr. and Mrs. Craig, right? So they've decided to put together this amazing event. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk to some of the presenters today. And the very first presenter on my list is this amazing guy who I didn't even know existed until about an hour ago. So I'm just like in awe, just like you are, guys. So without any further ado, without any more amazing accolades, because I can probably gush over this guy for at least another 2 or 3 hours, I'm going to bring to you Jason Hairston. Jason, hi.
Hello, Nikeema. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
Oh, so fantastically and magically delicious, actually.
Well,
I can't deny that. I am delicious. But listen, it's not about me. It's about you. Let's start with my first question that I have for you.
Okay.
Your Twitter handle is A Deeper Love 9.
Yes.
What's the story behind that?
Well, Deeper Love is the name of my movement. I'm all about helping people, clear the blockages within themselves so they can express a deeper love, which is what we truly are, the essence of all of us. So it's all about love, everything that I do, whether I'm writing poetry or helping clients or creating music. It's all about, having us go and reflect on ourselves and go deeper within to find that deeper love. And the number 9 is that's my life number, my life path number.
Oh, really? So you're a 9. I'm a 2, actually.
Oh, okay.
He said, okay. That ends that conversation right there.
Well, I don't know the characteristics of a number 2, so it's all good, though.
We're very amazing.
Well, of course you are.
And awesome. But there's a couple of things that we'll have to talk about offline. We don't want to bore people with our astrological and numerology numbers and stuff like that.
Right,
what I really want to get into is sexuality beyond objectification.
Uh-huh.
It really struck a chord with me when you said it. I was like, ooh, that's a very interesting topic. And then the fact that you will be presenting this at the Art of Sacred Sexuality retreat in Atlanta, but you'll be presenting it to men only.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Yes. Well, the reason why I'm presenting it to men only, because I think it's very important for us as men to recognize that we've been conditioned to objectify women, to objectify love, because I remember a time when I always said, I would look at a woman, I would say, she wifey material just based on how she looks. And I don't even know nothing about this woman. So how can I say she's qualified to be my wife when I don't even know if I like her personality? And, most men, we're trained to think that way. We've been conditioned to think that way. And a lot of men who do it, they don't even realize that actually being in that mind state is demeaning to women, actually. So for me, of course, physical attraction has to be there, to connect with someone. That's part of the magnetism that pulls you in. But at the end of the day, when I connect with a woman, I'm sitting with her and I'm asking her questions, what her dreams, goals, desires are, likes, dislikes. So I'm getting to know her as a human being, a whole person. And I feel like a lot of women don't really have too many men who are interested in their goals and desires and aspirations. It's more about, oh, you look good, you cute, you pretty, so I'm gonna wife you type of a deal. So I just think that sometimes the mirror needs to be held up so we can see exactly how we're presenting ourselves, because sometimes it's so conditioned and so ingrained within us that we don't realize what we're doing. So part of what I'm doing, that part of the whole purpose of this is to help us recognize what we're doing so we can see more clearly about how we relate within sexuality and relationships in general, and how we can have deeper connections. And the only way we can really do that is by getting rid of this mind state of objectifying women and recognizing them as entire human beings. And then from that point on, we can really get into some deeper sexuality and deeper intimacy and deeper connections, you know, that can take us along a path of higher consciousness, healing, revealing, and unlocking.
Yes, exactly. I love it. Now what I took away from that was, in order for man and woman to have, or, you know, the day and age that we live in, you can't really say man and woman these days, but in order for two people to come together with a certain level of connection, that there has to be some sort of mutual respect. There has to be some sort of trust, a deeper meaning to intimacy. I think that a lot of people right now are just having what I call friction. They're just laying on top of each other, rubbing skin and calling it sex. And I think that when you take something like this and you highlight to men like, hey guy, hey dude, like if you looked at her beyond her booty, or even beyond her beauty, if you looked at her deeper, then you would ultimately win. You will ultimately what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you will ultimately just be able to connect with us from a deeper level. Because at the end of the day, all we want to do is to love. As a woman, we have this undesirable need to love, like that nurturing spirit that we have. We want to love someone. And for us to do that with a man, we've got to be able to trust you.
Yes, I was going to say that trust. Yeah, that's very important. And, you know, and that's part of it, letting a woman know that you care about who she really is. You know, she begins to open up. And, you know, as far as having deep orgasms, you can't have deep orgasms if you're not open. So how do we get a woman open? We create that safe space, and we let them know that we're concerned about who she is as an entire human being, not just as a woman.
Yes. And I think there's so many women out there who are not having orgasms. And I think what you're doing and what your conversation will help is to help men to understand how they can aid in that orgasmic experience. So good job. How did you get connected with the art of sacred sexuality? I didn't mean to interrupt your thought now, but.
Well, I've been friends with Brian for a while now. We've known each other since like 2012. So he reached out to me about being a part of the retreat. So yeah, so I said, yeah, cool, definitely. You know, so this is what I wanted to discuss and talk about, because it's not really, this subject is not really discussed, you know, too often. You know, so I feel like it's something that needs to be brought to the table, especially if we talk about sacred sexuality. You know, for me, I mean, I used to be that guy that was out there having sex with a lot of women and not kissing them and all of that. But see, I had an experience with the woman in the midst of all of that woke me up. I had a sacred sexual experience. So after that experience, it led to me becoming more clairvoyant and open up gifts within me, emotional blockages. So when I had that experience, I became real passionate about teaching the concepts of sacred sexuality, because I experienced it. And I knew from that point on that sex was more than just a physical act. It's a very sacred activity. And so now my motto is, if I don't feel like I want to kiss a woman, I shouldn't have sex with her, because if the adoration is not there, it's not sacred.
Yes. Yes. Where did you come from? What cloud did you fall from? Jeez, you are amazing. I don't even think that there are men who have this conversation. That's why I so love this retreat, because it's going to open the eyes of so many. Listen, if you're listening right now to Get Intimate on Be Heard Radio, 76fm.com. Listen to me when I tell you, you need to go over to this website, and I'm promoting it. I'm telling you this right now. I'm promoting it not for me, because I'm already having sacred sex. I'm already having magnetic orgasms. I'm already having connections with the people that I have sex with.
Wow.
I'm talking about for you, Sacred Sexuality Retreat Atlanta.com. I need you to go. I need you to put in this promo code Nikeema Lee, and you will get $150 off of your registration. I need you to go because you need to go. Because you've been looking at yourself and your partner and you've been unhappy and miserable, and you have been taking it out on your kids and your auntie and your cousin and your nephew. And it's no longer nobody else's fault that you are not getting sexually pleased, that you are not having the sexual experiences that you deserve to have, and that you're not getting the orgasmic experiences that you are destined to have. So if you are sick and tired of being unfulfilled, go to the Sacred Sexuality Retreat Atlanta.com and register today, promo code Nikeema Lee, and you will definitely thank me later.
Yes. And also, I want to say this too to all the men who may be listening and watching. When it comes to me sharing my perspective with men, it's not about talking down to men or making them feel less than. It's about sharing my perspective. So I don't want men, because I know as men sometimes it's hard for us to swallow our pride, allow ourselves to be taught by other men. So I'm doing this because I understand that stepping into this space of sacred sexuality and honoring our women will help build our communities from a stronger foundation if we have stronger relations. So I think it's very important for us to reevaluate how we operate, within relationships. If we start to do that, we can heal from a deeper place and experience a deeper love. So it's all about being responsible for ourselves. So if we want to be responsible, we got to take the first steps to, go to where we need to go to learn what we need to learn.
Awesome. Absolutely fantastic. Listen, Jason, I want to thank you for coming on the show. I want to let the folks know how they could get in touch with you. We already know A Deeper Love 9 is how we can talk to you on Twitter and here on blab.im. But also tell us how we could get in contact with you.
You can go to my website, jasonhairston.com. And also I'm launching an online course for men called Men's Deeper Intimacy Course. It's an online course that men can take online as well. That'll be up pretty soon. And I'll have that on my website soon where men can just take that class. It's like a further extension of what I'm teaching at the retreat that I'm doing here in Atlanta. So it's something you can do in your privacy, your own home. I teach men through videos, articles, and audio. It's like a whole class about how to go deeper with a woman.
Awesome. And give us that website one more time.
jasonhairston.com.
.com, .org, .edu.
.com. I thought I said it. jasonhairston.com. Yeah.
I didn't hear it. I was like, I was kind of waiting for it.
I was wondering what you were waiting for.
Like you heard it here. JasonHairston.com. A Deeper Love 9 on Twitter. Make sure you follow him because, fellas, you're going to need this class. You need this more than anything. You think that you're out here trying to score with the woman. That's not what it's about. Learn something deeper. Go further than what you already know. So I want to thank you again. It's the Sacred Sexuality Retreat Atlanta.com. That's Jason Hairston, the gorgeous Jason Hairston. You are gorgeous.
So are you.
I'm a big flirt too, so you know.
So am I.
So we just hit that off just that quick. That's fantastic. I look forward to, we're having a pop-up session for those who are in the Atlanta area, November 14th, 2-hour session from about noon to about 2 o'clock. We're going to be doing just an opportunity for you to come out and meet Jason. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to attend, but there'll be some other,
I'll be there.
Myself and some other presenters who can make it out. We're going to just come out, have a really good time, and just show the people some love and what it means to really be intimate and sacred. So I look forward to meeting you on November 14th. I look forward to talking with you again. You guys have a great night. You're listening to Get Intimate with Nikeema Lee on Be Heard Radio 76 FM.